today's video, we're gonna be trading for the most OP pets in GrowaGarden. We got pets like the Rainbow Hatch Dilophosaurus, Rainbow Hatch Spinosaurus, and even a ghostly Headless Horseman. We even got an insane offer for it, so watch until the very end to see what happens. With the new update adding an elephant, it quickly made the Rainbow Hatch Dilophosaurus one of the most looked after pet. Thankfully, I was able to find someone who had one. At the time of recording, this was considered a lose, but I was willing to take that risk because I knew the value would quickly go up. This was one of the best trades I did, and you will later see what I traded this pet for later on in the video. Next, I got a message on Discord that someone wanted to offer for my semi-huge Nightmare Dilophosaurus. I placed it out in my garden and let him check out the weight before we traded. He said that he expected the level to be maxed out, so we eventually made an agreement for me to max it out, and in return I get a free Headless Horse. This was a bad negotiation, but he said he wanted the thing to be maxed out or else the trade was not happening. So I quickly level up the Dilophosaurus before I mess out on the trade. He sent me a trading ticket and he put in a 20-second turtle, which I think is already a win for me. He also put in 2 Titanic pets, which made this a huge win for me, so I am really happy with this trade here. We had to go into a different server to retrade as it failed the first time. These Titanic has pretty high demand too, with the spider getting at least 1 raccoon. Coming to this trade, I thought I found a huge win, but soon I realized that she was trying to pull a scam. In this trade, I was supposed to trade my Titanic turtle and huge peacock for 3 kitsunes and some other ads, but I quickly noticed that he put in his extra turtle that had similar kgs. At that moment, I knew that she was trying to pull a scam and I quickly called her out for it. Of course I got kicked and she also blocked me on Discord. I'm not really sure what a Titanic Triceratops is worth, but I remember I had one on my old account, so this was a free raccoon for me. Then I found a meerkat that was 15 seconds, so we agreed to meet in a game. I placed in 3 kitsunes thinking that it was a Titanic meerkat, but unfortunately it was at 75 kg, which is below my expectation. With the turtle that I got previously in my tray, I found someone looking for a 20-second sea turtle and he was willing to overpay. A 20-second turtle can get 3 kitsunes plus ad. Luckily for me, he was willing to give 4 kitsunes that were although small for my Titanic sea turtle. I still think this is good profit. The next day, I got a crazy offer for my Rainbow Hatch Dilophosaurus. When we got into this game, I thought he was pulling a prank on me or pulling a scam, but surprisingly, he actually offered me 9 kitsunes for my Rainbow Hatch Dilophosaurus. I just want to quickly mention that this was recorded 2 weeks ago, so the value of the Rainbow Hatch Dilophosaurus has skyrocketed. Now getting a Rainbow Hatch Dilophosaurus requires 4 Titanic Peacock, so if you guys have one, don't trade for kitsunes like I did. After this trade was completed, I thought this was the richest I would have been with 9 kitsunes, but later on, it gets even crazier. Due to the elephant, I was able to find a trade for my French Fry Ferret, which I believe is a fair trade now. Eventually, I was able to find a trade with my Titanic Waltz, and this was one of the best trades I've ever done. If you guys didn't know, a ghostly Headless Horseman is extremely valuable due to his ability to get a high chance on Nightmare on pets. I was lucky enough to get one for the first time and really wanted it to keep it as a collection, but I'm a trader. I quickly advertised on Trade Kitsune and offers came in quickly, but this one caught my attention. We got into a game and he put in his Titanic Peacock and a 40 kg Mimic. This was a crazy profit considering that I gave around 4 kitsunes value for it at first. If you guys haven't checked this website out, this is called Trade Kitsune. It is completely safe and I will log in with my main account for the people that are still skeptical. I use this website all the time to easily advertise the pet I am trading without any effort. Here I am putting in my ghostly Headless Horseman and it is as simple as it gets. All you have to do now is wait for the offers to come. They also just implemented an event wiki showing all the GrowaGarden updates, which I think is very awesome. But by far the most important way to take advantage of this website currently would be using the new value section. Pull in data from each pet that are being looked for and compute it to see what pets are going up in values and going down in values. With these data, I recommend going for the pets that are going up in value so that you are getting richer passively. I highly recommend checking them out and it will be linked in the comment below. 3 raccoon for a kitsune is a very hard trade to come across, so I'm pretty happy with this trade here. Someone wanted a mega kitsune and I took it because his was bigger. After placing all my kitsunes down, I realized that my inventory was going to run out soon, so I decided to go look for a massive upgrade. This peacock is about 80 kg when maxed out, so I was willing to take this risk here to potentially get 10 kitsunes for it. I tried to get 11 kitsunes for my Titanic Peacock, but after a day, I eventually settled down on 10 kitsunes, which is a pretty fair trade because I profited 2 kitsunes. The cherry on top, he only had good kitsunes, so I was more inclined to take this trade. both ran out of trading tickets, so we did the traditional trading method. Gave him a Nightmare T-Rex for the French Fry Ferret, which I know I could profit with. With the Titanic Peacock I obtained before, I traded it for a pretty fair trade here, but since there was the 60 kg Mimic, I took it. I thought I got a good win here because a Titanic Frog was worth 2 kisses before the elephant, but now they are so easily obtainable, I lost 1 raccoon value here. I think luck was on my side today because I was able to find another Titanic Peacock for only 6 kisses. In a public server, a random player wanted a Mega Mutation Kitsune really badly, and he said that he would exchange his bigger Rainbow Kitsune for it. With the Peacock I got 6 Kitsune with earlier, it didn't take me long for me to find another player giving 10 Kitsune for it, making me a profit of 4 Kitsunes. At first, he wanted it to replace the Kitsune with 1 raccoon and 2 Disco Bee, but I asked him if he could do 2 raccoon and 1 Disco Bee, which is equivalent to a raccoon. With the 2 peacock I acquired earlier, I found this trader that was secretly collecting peacocks, and after this you will see how many she had. I was trying to get 11 Kitsunes for both my peacocks, but this offer was pretty nice. Before we got into a game, I had asked her to add some divine pets. I was expecting some dragonflies or some T-Rexes, so I was very pleased with what I saw. After the trade ended, she proceeded to show her collection of peacocks, and I was absolutely mind blown. Make sure to remember this person because she will be very important later on in the video. I'm not really sure if I obtained YouTuber luck because I got another peacock for only 7 Kitsunes. In this trade here, I was offered 2 Titanic Capybara for my Kitsunes, which looked great, but I decided to decline. With the new age break machine, it allows you to level up your pet past level 100. I experimented with the machine and I realized that this will break the game economy, with pets like Titanic Peacock, turtles, and mimics more easily obtainable. I went out to look for the huge mimics because I knew there would be a high demand for them. Trading 3 Kitsunes for each huge mimic I found, I was hoping that this would pay off. Even though I knew that the peacocks and sea turtle were going to be more common, I still traded for them because I know that I could try to profit with it. With the sea turtle I got with my peacocks earlier, I was able to get the 4 Kitsunes I wanted, so I profited a butterfly and a Spinosaurus. I then quickly traded all my divines for the most amount of mimics I could get my hands on, and you will see how many crazy trades I was getting with them. I traded pets like raccoon, fennec fox, butterflies, and Spinosaurus. And my instinct was correct because I found a rich person willing to give a Kitsune for 12 mimics. He also traded me his Titanic Capybara, which I think is worth more than a Kitsune. I then found an offer for my 60 kg Mimic that I think I could profit 1 Kitsune with. Trading all my Mimics away, I knew that this was going to be a lucrative business, so I went out to look for more Mimics. I was lucky enough to find 3 raccoon for my Mega Kitsune, which came in clutch because I would need them to find a stack of Mimics each time. If you are still watching this video, all I ask is that you give me a like and subscribe because I spent a lot of time looking for these trades. I had so many mimics that I had to start giving them to my old account just so I can get more inventory space. I then found a Rainbow Hash Spinosaurus for only 12 mimics, which I was very happy about. If you guys didn't know, this pet is extremely rare and is only obtainable through the premium Roblox eggs.
I had to make sure I had enough inventory space before heading out for more. This was a pretty good trade for me too, because I knew that I could try to get 7 Kitsunes with this peacock. Next, I traded my raccoon and 3 Spinosaurus here for a Kitsune, which isn't bad, but I wished I kept it to get more mimics. I'm so glad that my huge mimics were paying off because I profited a Titanic Capybara here. I'm not really sure what a 50-kilo mimic was worth, but I took it to potentially make a profit. This Roxy guy really wanted to clear out his inventory of mimics and butterflies, which worked out for me. I also started using my Headless Horsemen and T-Rexes to get more mimics. This is a pretty good trade here too because mimics were going up in values.
Do you guys remember the person with the collection of peacocks earlier? Well, one day she told me that she quit playing and wanted me to have her kitsunes, which although made me sad, I took it because she had no one else to give it to. She ended up giving me a total of 20 kitsunes and other pets, but most importantly, shout out to her and comment W Moopy.
After that, I found a person desperately looking for mimics, and he gave me 2 huge French fry ferret and another huge mimic. I finally finished off the mimics to get another kitsune. And in my last trade, I ended up trading my peacock for a profit of 1 raccoon.
Anyways guys, that will be it for this video. Make sure to watch my next video and my previous video.